Jacqui Scruby is the state MP for Pittwater, which is obviously where Northern Beaches Council area it might have some unhappy residents. She's called in. Jacqui, what do you think about Tony Abbott's suggestion that people just don't pay the rate increase?
I think it's a populist brain fart, to be honest, and it really does, the community a disservice not to be having a nuanced discussion about the complex issues that councils across New South Wales are facing and why so many, 57 in the last 9 years, 25 in the last 3, are seeking a special rate variation.
Can you explain to us why such a significant rate variation, if we want to call it that, is needed?
For every council, it will be different, but what I can say is that it's obviously a clear, canary in the coal mine that we need to look at structural reform, and both the New South Wales Parliament and Federal Parliament are doing just that. So we've had an inquiry in New South Wales Parliament with the recommendations handed down very late last year in November or December, and I encourage everyone to go online and read that report. And we also have a federal inquiry looking into the financial sustainability of councils, and that report is pending. What that shows us is that all levels of government are concerned about what's going on, and they understand people are really suffering in this cost of living crisis, but they are actually taking the time with inquiries including members from across the political spectrum to take a deep dive into the issues that are underlying this and provide solutions. And that's the conversation we need to have with our communities and in our communities, rather than trying to promote complete distrust of public institution and public process in all levels of government.
But just on that point, as far as the consultation is concerned that was undertaken by the Northern Beaches Council, was there majority support for a 40% rate increase?
There wasn't, and the community in recent days, is very, very disappointed in having to face this. It's not a done deal.
Isn't that what is, making the public trust deteriorate?
It is, and Northern Beaches Council, I can't speak for other councils, but should have done a better job in taking the community on the journey as to why this is needed. There should have been better consultation for longer, and IPART is also responsible for that consultation timeline. There is still the IPART process, but fundamentally as well, there are arguments to say, maybe we do need to audit our councils more, and that's something I have called for the New South Wales Audit Office to be doing more performance audits and to really look under the hood of what's going on, and firstly to address efficiencies. And I think I share that opinion with everyone in the Northern Beaches, that efficiency should come first, but the reality is if those efficiencies don't deliver enough, then there are other issues that we need to look at, including massive cost shifting from state government to local government, as well as, broader inflationary costs and the impacts of extreme weather.
Jacqui Scruby is the New South Wales member for Pittwater, an independent, I might add. For anyone that's listening to Tony Abbott saying, just don't bother paying your rate increase, considering that, what would you say to them?
I would say, I think people in the Northern Beaches have an understanding that politics is not that easy and solving this problem is not that easy, and they are looking to their leaders to have a considered, nuanced, evidence-based approach to solving this problem, to put downward pressure on their rates, to keep their rates down, and to do far more, to be able to do that, rather than just shooting off that the problem lies with the ratepayer to risk fines by not paying their rates.
1300 222 702 is the number. Jacqui Scruby, thanks very much for calling in. That's the state member for Pittwater.